Good morning. Recently I did a little video about um, what faith is and what it isn't. And I talked about that, and this is like a little second installment to that. Um, Most of you know probably that I'm going through a prolonged test at this point in time. It's been happening for quite a while, and it's not easy, of course. I mean, I don't like being tested. I'm sure nobody likes being tested. Um, but it's caused me to think about what is the demonstration of my faith right now. And something that's come to my attention in the front of my thoughts is that I continue to come to God even in the middle of my problems. And what I mean by that is not only that I haven't given up on him, but also that I'm not running to other sources to fix my problems. And I think that, we have the temptation when we are in trouble to take matters into our own hands, and sometimes God would have us act, and that's fine, but there's plenty of times when we make decisions and we do things to try to fix our situation that are not necessarily God's will. And in this case, my husband and I, it's just really been impressed on us that we are to be still and wait for him and be very careful to not run forward trying to fix our own situation or, to provide our own solutions. And I think that, that runs counter to human nature. And it's very difficult. So, what our faith looks like at this point in time is to keep coming back to God and asking, what do you want us to do? Um, and to continue to trust in him and not look at our surroundings or our circumstances and say, oh, well, maybe God has given us up. Now, that's for me, that's not a temptation because I've been with the Lord for so long that it never enters my mind that he's going to abandon me. If he was going to dump me by the side of the road, he would have done it a long time ago. So that doesn't cross my mind. But my husband, as a relatively new believer, um, is really coming into a place of security with that. So that's great. Um, but anyway, I think that it's important for us to recognize as we're going through difficult seasons that perseverance matters to God. There are many things in His Word, many places where He says, keep on keeping on. Trust in me. I'm going to test your patience. I'm going to test, your faith. Um, do you still believe when you pray and pray and pray and pray and you haven't seen the answer yet? Do you still believe that he's going to answer you? Or are you starting to go, maybe I'm on my own out here? That matters. And if you have um, those questions, I just want to encourage you to read his word. I have been reading, I just started yesterday actually reading Job again, which is interesting on several levels. I, of course, am not anywhere close to being tested the way that Job was tested. But what I see in him throughout that book is there's a couple of noteworthy things. He's willing to complain and tell God everything that's in his heart and cry, and that I think that's significant. That's important. God never chastises him for his raw emotion in the midst of all that suffering. So that's cool. But also he never loses his confidence in God's goodness. He trusts that there's something's going on. He's confused. He's hurt. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know why these things are happening to him, and he cries out to God about it. But ultimately, he he doesn't turn away. He doesn't turn away and run and say, "Well, never mind. I guess I've been serving God for nothing all these years," which is what the devil says. in the beginning of the book, and he is wrong. So, anyway, I hope I'm never tested the way that Job was tested. Um, but in any case, God is sustaining us, and I just wanted to say I'm continuing to come to Him. I trust Him. I'm sure that He knows what He's doing, even if I don't know what He's doing, and everything that He's doing is for good plans. And I just want to encourage you to do the same thing. If you're walking through a hard time, don't give up. Don't quit. Keep pursuing Him, because in the end, we're all going to see His glory. So, anyway, love to all of you. Have a great day. Bye.